Show explain the thing.
I do have a movie coming out in April. It's called Pass the Ammo, and...
One moment. Pass the ammo. Pass the ammo.
Pass the Ammo.
You did that with Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Well, that's great. I love him.
Tim's coming to dinner, actually.
Tim is coming.
Is he?
I hope
Curry is coming?
I don't know. From the sound of the bell, he
Well,
must be
Monsieur
impatient.
Will, it is not often that you have a cult hero to dinner. People talk about his role as Dr. Frank-N-Furter in the Rocky Picture Show. Currently, he is starring in the hit revival For Me and My Gal. He not only eats curry, but he is curry. Please welcome Tim Curry.
All right. Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
Isn't this fun?
Tim,
It's so
thanks for...
comforting to know that there's life after Berlitz. Thank you.
I've been in your family for years.
Now, Tim, I don't know if you've seen any of this dinner party. Is this,
I have, yes.
Is this pretty standard?
Oh, absolutely. Wouldn't you say?
We're doing things right?
I think you're doing things beautifully, yes. I mean, it looks delicious, too.
You're not from the South.
I sure am.
Well, that's wonderful. I love to see them. If I could talk like that, I wouldn't have to dress up like this.
Actually, one of the best dinner party that I went to was in Arkansas when we were making this movie together, Annie and I. We went to visit some people who were working on the movie, and they lived in Williams Holler, Arkansas.
Williams Holler? Yeah.
Uh-huh. And it was like a hippie community. I mean, you wonder where all the hippies went in 1969. They went to Williams Holler, Arkansas. And they're alive and well and living without any electricity. And Annie actually cooked us dinner there.
Are you a good cook?
Oh, she's a great cook.
Well, it wasn't easy with no electricity. Of course, they didn't tell me there wasn't any electricity.
So what'd you do? Just rub two Southerners together?
No,
And they made sparks, believe me.
he had a butane stove. He'd never used it. And it was like vintage 1920. So it took about 8 hours for the chicken to get done, but we did it.
But then you had some wine, conversation. It was wonderful.
Yes, we were so loaded by the time that dinner arrived. I
Oh,
think
so even so anything would have taken. But that's good. Wasn't that don't you like the challenge of cooking on a butane stove?
Well, you see, not really. I mean, Tim and I had thought we would go out and have a nice dinner because we were tired of eating in restaurants, and he said, come on out, you can cook. You know, I have a kitchen. He didn't say no electricity, no running water. And then when we're halfway out there on this gravel road, he says, oh, and their friends coming. So I was like, friends? I thought I was cooking for us with electricity, but...
Uh-huh.
If you had a friend at dinner, you would have an elegant affair, I would imagine.
She does, yes. She's a great cook. I've been to dinner at her house, and it's real good. She burns fish. She burns fish
Now that
very, very well.
Because there's a little bit of smoke involved, isn't there? But you know, it's so good. The taste is so wonderful.
My wife burns everything, then tries to pass it off as Cajun food.
Well, when we were doing this movie in Arkansas, we were in this hotel called the Palace Bathhouse, and we didn't have anything, you know, to cook on, and Annie was getting real kind of kitchen withdrawal. So we borrowed a toaster oven from the casting lady, and we went out fishing on this lake in Eureka Springs, and she grilled the bass in this toaster oven, and she made like sauce for it in the Mr. Coffee machine. and she cooked asparagus in my Mr. Coffee machine. We had an absolute feast there.
I had like 4 Mr. Coffees lined up and a toaster oven
It was like
going.
a battery of them.
See, that's what I mean. It's nice to improvise. That sounds great, doesn't it?
Now, the movie you're doing down there sounds fun. It's, well, you tell me about it. It's about evangelists that go awry?
It's about people who actually come in and hold up a religious TV station. And we're playing the Reverend Ray and Darla Porter.
You use a lot of mascara, do you?
A little bit.
Yeah, like about a ton.
Well, we actually have a clip. Annie, do you want to
clip.
You want to set up what we're going to see in the scene?
Tim and I are having an argument about, I think that I'm telling him that what's happening is that he's about to reap what he's sown.
It's heavy stuff. Heavy.
The movie's called Pass the Ammo. Let's wait and take a little look at a scene here. Annie and Tim. Watch.
I cannot believe you are cooperating with these people.
I'm trying to save lives.
Your life, Ray Porter. Perhaps this is all a message from God.
Hey,
Watching.
get that camera over there on Ray and Darla.
24 hours a day. Maybe it's time you tuned in to him.
Let's just get out of here alive. It's only 2 days' receipts. Let him take it.
Bill, move in real quiet on Ray and Darla.
I don't care about the money, me, Ray. But let me warn you, as I've had to consistently throughout this marriage, that if you stand with Satan, surely you will die with Satan.
Those are tough words, Ray, from a tough lady. I'd watch out if I were you.
Oh, is that good? There's a lot of people